Hello, Legacy line backers. Legacy of Sherwood's Legacy, Albion's Legacy, Neverland's Legacy, Gascony's Legacy, my Legacy, it seems like, to do this. I'm here to give you an update as promised. It's past Tuesday. It's Tuesday night here. Technically Wednesday in the morning, 2 a.m. And I'm making an update for you, for all of you. This is my snazzy cool. It's iron. It's a piece of metal, like an iron Harry Potter wand. How cool is that? I picked it up at a small comic convention that I run, actually, called Hyrkania, and it was in town, and one of the vendors made it, and I thought it was pretty cool. We had a bunch of Legacy stuff going on there. It was fun, and I don't know, I always buy stuff from the vendors, so I picked up this Harry Potter wand. So it's kind of like my pointing stick when I'm talking, something to distract me. Well, anyway, I'm sure you care about this. Let's get into the actual game. So, updates. All the Legacy line stuff is in queue and waiting for Chinese New Year to be finished. Any day now, this week I believe it's over, and so the engines rev up, and our manufacturer has already said that this is a priority to get it going, and we are hoping to book a boat for all of this content. Now we have to book the boat on the first of the month or the middle of the month, I believe, or the end of the month, and we're not going to be able to hit the end of February because it's too close, and there's still a few things to print. But we're going to hit. We're going to try and hit the middle of March. So we're going to get a boat booked. We know how many pallets we need, the size of the product that's going to be in the end. There's just a couple of last touches to finish up, but we are hoping to get this thing booked. And so once we get it booked, we'll be able to get you a bill of lading. You'll have a chance to see all the content being shipped across. The battle isn't over yet because once we get all the stuff, our team of 3, Josh, who's not here, and Aaron, who's not here, because they're smart and they're sleeping, or Aaron's working on the thousands of games that we have to finish, and Josh is as well in their own houses, and if they're like me, they're 2 o'clock in the morning and working away. We have to pack everything up. That's going to take a little more effort because we have a lot of other projects that we still have to complete, and deadlines are coming heavily. Doesn't mean this is not a priority. It just means that this is something that we're going to have to do in between projects rendering and or phone calls and meetings and all this other stuff we've got. So we're just going to be trying our best to put everyone's unique and individual orders. Believe me, over the past 3 years, all these different Legacy games and tons of Legacy content, backer kits, all the fun stuff is a big deal, and there's a lot of different unique orders, and so we're just going to have to take the monstrous list of like 700 people or 1,000 people or how many it is now over top of the entire Legacy campaign, and we're going to have to be like, okay, backer number 1 gets this, 2 of those, 6 of these, 1 of those, bundle, package done. Package, seal, tape, deliver. So give us some time. It's going to take a couple of weeks when we get that. We are going to do multiple deliveries. So once we get the first couple hundred, then we're going to ship that off. The second couple hundred, we're going to ship that off. Please be patient. It's going to come as fast as we can possibly muster it. We're going to box everything up here, I think, and then ship it over to Rido in Estonia. Rido is the fella who's part of our team over there, and that will hopefully get us all of our EU situations cleared up so that we don't have to worry about VAT tax and all that fun stuff. Unless the product that's being sent out is just like some dice or an expansion or something that's small enough that can go envelope mail that we know is not going to ding a VAT tax, and we'll just ship that off to you from here. So it's going to be a brawl. It's going to be a crawl through Spider-Man's webs, but we're going to get it done, and we are going to get it done fast for you, so that we can clear this up and we're good to go. We got a kind of an idea of what we want to do, and we really want to launch Miyamoto's Legacy through Jasco on Kickstarter in June at Origins. Origins was the first Albions, and then Sherwood's, and then Neverland's, and then Gascony's was the weird one that I think we still fired that off at Origins. So every year at Origins in June in Columbus, Ohio, we do a Kickstarter. If we can't hit that mark, we're not going to hit that mark. We're not going to force anything, and the the publisher Jesco is going to need to make sure that they're ready to launch it because we're going through their campaign site. But we're not going to ship any, or not going to do any Miyamoto's Legacy, which is the samurai storyline. By the way, Eastern-looking, beautiful Legacy game. Josh really outdid himself on the look on this one. It's very, very beautiful. But this game's not going to be anywhere near being touched or launched until you know, you've got your stuff in your hands and that we are completely caught up. So, that being said, we're going to do our best to try and get it out to you all by the end of March or early April or sometime in April. I think April's going to be shipping month. That's just how it's going to be. And then hopefully everything will be delivered and caught up, and all the mistakes will be fixed, and everything that's been missed will be caught up, because we know we're going to forget something. So you know, there's only 3 of us, and give us a little more leeway if, you know, a set of dice doesn't show up with your order because we missed it. We will have a lot of extra stuff to make sure that we cover all the missing items. And there you go. Well, that was rude. You'll find that the video abruptly changes to this, and the reason why is because the card was full. Blah, blah, blah. Just to recap, what I was saying was that everything is, I give you the shipping update, and now we're going to talk a bit about, what are we going to talk about? The Pledge Manager. Right, the Pledge Manager. So we're using CrowdOx. CrowdOx seems like a very interesting, way more user-friendly software, and that is good for us. So right now we are just finishing up the final touches on just making sure that all the items are properly bundled together, and that the shipping isn't going to stack on you. There's different each of the items are going to have a different shipping cost to them, but right now we're trying to figure out the best way to make sure that all the shipping kind of stacks together in a discounted way. So if you get a whole bunch of stuff, it's going to reduce the shipping cost. The problem is there's so many unique bundles to what you've ordered that I can't do them, and I can't be like, this is the bundle A, and bundle A has miniatures and 1 character pack and only 1 game. Bundle B has 3 games and 6 character packs. It's a crazy amount of options that you guys have. My fault, my bad. I give you guys way too many things to choose from, and shame on you in a good way for buying all the cool stuff and making my life exciting, double-edged sword, like tiring but exciting that I get to put all your orders together. It's actually kind of cool because over the past few years I've had a chance to really get to know about 90% of our backers. I'd say the other 10% are the ones that have dropped, are really mad with me, or are just, you know, quiet. But 90% of the backers have I've really bonded with, and I'm really, you know, I've met a whole pile of you over in Germany. I met some from England. I'm Facebook friends with a good handful of you now. It's nice to have like a couple hundred new friends to talk to, and some of our messages, I'm getting messages now, which is really funny because I have so many messages coming in, but some of the messages are actually people just being like, hey, how you holding up? Great, thanks. And I like you guys, I really do. So this is a lot of fun. So I'm really excited to put the orders together, because then I can be like, you know, oh, it's so-and-so. I wonder how she's doing, and then just, you know, put the order together. And maybe if I get the time, I can throw a message and be like, guess whose order I just put together. We've even done some funny stuff because we've made friends with so many backers in some sort of like almost personal ways. We got some sort of inside jokes with a few of them. And a few of you backers will write on the box the inside jokes or something. And so one of them is, he says he's never scared every time we play. And we play Albion's Legacy together. Whenever he plays Albion's Legacy and sends us a photo or something, it looks like an insurmountable amount of bad guys. And he goes, I'm never scared, never scared. And so his thing is never scared. So we wrote, you know, are you scared? Are you scared? Are you scared? All over the box. And anyway, this isn't the update you want to see. The update you want to know is that the Pledge Manager is coming, and we are just doing the final tweaks on it. It just takes a while because everything we do, if we don't know how to calculate everything together, we have to ask CrowdOx support, and they're very quick. But I mean, I'm working at 2 o'clock in the morning, and they don't usually answer till 9 o'clock in the morning when I'm sleeping, and that's how it's going to go. Yeah, so I'm looking over here as if somebody was there. That's usually my default thing. I always look at Aaron, and Aaron's not here. So, Aaron, what do you think? He's not here. I'm going crazy. Let's see. So we've updated the fact that I bought a Harry Potter wand, and you don't care about that. We've updated that we have the product waiting for Chinese New Year to complete, and then we're going to book a boat, and then things hopefully be pressed by then. We talked about CrowdOx, which is coming for the Pledge Manager. That is only, I should probably state that this update's going across the board to Albion's, Neverland's, Sherwood's, Gascony's, and the Legacy line, which is the big Kickstarter that a lot of you bought other stuff into. So those of you who are from the other legacies, I apologize for making this a blanket sort of update, but you probably don't care about CrowdOx because you've already done your backer kit on, or your Pledge Manager on backer kit. That being said, if there's anything you wanted, feel free to message us. If there's anything you wanted to pick up at this point, extra dice or whatever, and we can Wingardium Leviosa it over to CrowdOx and make sure that you get it added to your order on our master Excel sheet. I guess I'm kind of blessed that these kit campaigns weren't millions of dollars, because if you guys were like, if I had like 10,000 backers and $1 million to deal with, I would just be like, I'll be done. But so I guess I kind of lucked out that they were mediocre successes. So that being said, thanks for the update. Oh, no problem. Thank you for watching the update. Keep in mind that in the coming months there are some crazy things that Linvander's doing. I really want to tell you all what we're doing. I can tell you that we're doing a Shadowrun project with Catalyst Game Labs. Shadowrun is going to be going to Kickstarter soon, in a couple weeks. We're just waiting on some final approvals from Topps. And when that Kickstarter gets launched, we're gonna run the Kickstarter for Catalyst because of all the mistakes we've made. We've learned lessons, and other publishers are taking advantage of those lessons. So we are just running the game. The game was created by Dylan Bertolo, and luckily for us, us being Linvander, we were hired to develop the game, and we've further helped the game get to its next stages, and then we did a cooperative version of it because we're the cooperative guys. We have another big campaign coming in a couple of weeks that's going to be happening. It might even overlap with Shadowrun a little bit, which will just drive me crazy because I don't need to sleep. And I can't tell you what it is yet. I really want to. And those of you from the Legacy line, they're probably being like, why? But you're really going to love it. You're really going to love it. It's a fun game. And then after that, we're just getting ready to gear up for a lot of travel coming up in, the convention season and stuff like that, which we're hoping to get all this stuff delivered to your door before travel season hits. So that being said, thank you so much for for watching this update, lengthy update. I apologize, and I will send another update within 2 weeks to let you know, usually on Tuesday nights or Wednesday mornings or somewhere in that brand, to let you know what the solutions were, the next steps are, booking information, printing information, just a generalized update. I'll make it shorter, less rambly, and probably not recording at 3 in the morning, so you have a chance to know what's going on. So, what is it, Aloha Mora? Not a big not a big Harry Potter fan, but I'm not a big Harry Potter fan as I got a gigantic Gryffindor scarf on my chair, and I have a Harry Potter wand made of iron. So that being said, I'm going to go.